Good morning and welcome to our Friday celebration assembly. We're going to be thinking again this morning about celebrating our wonderful brains. But before that, I wonder what you've been up to this week. I hope you've had a really good week. Well, it's coming close to the end of term now, isn't it? After today, we've only got one more week left. And it's the time of year when you get your end of year reports. Now, I know some children have had them already, and some of you will be getting them early next week. Yesterday after school, our reception families came to collect their children's reports and their learning journeys and all those other wonderful creations that they had in their trays. And some of the children came with their parents to collect the things. And I couldn't help noticing when they were walking up the path how much they had grown. I haven't seen lots of those children since March, and it looked like they'd been stretched up like elastic. And that got me thinking about how we grow. Not only how our bodies grow, but how our brains can grow. And I'd like to share with you this morning a book called Your Fantastic Elastic Brain. Stretch It, Shape It by Joanne Deek. What does your brain really do? Does it fill the space between your ears? Well, yes, but your brain can do so much more. Your brain helps you think and remember, and name what you see and what you hear. It lets you move your body and feel both touch and emotions. Your brain does all the things that make you you. It helps you have favourite foods, favourite things to do. It helps you have words that you find interesting, books that you love to read, things that you want to do when you get older. So what is your brain? Is it a muscle? No, the brain is an organ in your body. It's made up of cells and tissues. The brain controls everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel, even everything you dream. The brain has many parts that do all kinds of different jobs. The cerebrum, the hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, cerebellum. We've talked about lots of those in our Mind Up assemblies. So the cerebrum is the largest part of your brain and it helps you to think and to speak. The cerebellum is a small part at the back of the brain that helps your muscles to coordinate your movements and your balance so you can walk or ride a bike or play tig. The prefrontal cortex, or PFC, is a part of your brain behind your forehead. It helps you make plans and decisions. And your hippocampus stores all those memories in the centre of your brain, like a huge filing cabinet. The amygdala controls our emotions. It's a tightly packed group of cells deep in the centre of the brain, and the neurons are everywhere in your brain. They are tiny brain cells that make electrical signals to send messages to other cells, and it tells your body what to do. When you were born, you were very little. Your brain was small and not so strong. As you get older, your body grows and gets stronger. As part of your body, your brain grows and learns to do new things. And you can make your brain do even more. Your brain grows very fast during the first 10 years of your life. This is the magic decade when you can help your brain to grow faster and be more powerful. Just like lifting weights helps your muscles get stronger, learning new things strengthens your brain. You can give your brain a good workout by trying to learn many different things. Like elastic bands that stretch when you pull them, even things that are hard at first or that you don't like to do, or that you don't do very well, get easier when you keep trying. Think about if you were playing football. The first time you played, you probably couldn't kick the ball far or make many goals. But as you keep going to practice, you learn more about the rules of the game. The muscles in your legs and your feet get stronger, your movements get more coordinated, and you can run farther and faster. Learning more and practicing what you learned let you play better and have more fun. Practice really does make perfect, or at least much better. Even when you make a mistake while you're learning something new, you are still training your brain. You will remember that mistake and try something else until you get it right. Making mistakes is one of the best ways to help your brain to learn and grow. If you aren't willing to take risks of being wrong, you won't take that chance to stretch your elastic brain. You can stretch the part of your brain that controls your feelings too. If you're frightened about taking a risk, like learning to swim, finding the courage to put your face in the water stretches your amygdala, and it will remind you that you overcome your fear. So you'll be braver the next time something scares you, like diving into the water. Learning something new causes the brain to grow more connections among the neurons. With more connections, the neurons can send and receive more messages. These connections help to stretch a part of your brain and make it more elastic so that it can hold more information and more ideas. How does the brain stretch and grow? Well, neuro means that the word it is part of has something to do with the brain. A sculptor molds, shapes, or carves things out of clay or wood or stone. So you shape your brain when you make it bigger by adding new things you know and can do. You are a neurosculptor. When you learn something new, you're building on what you've already learned. In the same way that the muscles in your body work together when you want to lift a heavy object or kick a ball, the different parts of your brain work together when you're learning something new. Imagine that you're learning to play the piano. The amygdala makes you want to learn to play it. The cerebrum helps you decide to practice. The cerebellum calls up the memory of watching and listening when your piano teacher shows you how to play a new piece of music. And this sends messages through your neurons to the muscles in your wrists, hands and fingers so that you can hit the right notes. So the next time you play the same piece of music, the parts of your brain and body work together and you'll play it even better. The brain that makes you you really is an amazing organ. It controls what you think, do, feel and remember. Your brain is growing very fast during the first 10 years of life, and now we know that you can help it to grow. When you try hard to learn something new, connections grow from neurons and attach to other neurons. Then your brain can send messages faster, making part of your brain bigger and stronger. Making mistakes really helps you learn because your brain keeps trying new things and stretching until you figure out the answer to the problem. You are shaping a more elastic brain when you learn new things that build on what you already know. The more different kinds of things you learn and think about, the more you can learn, know and enjoy. The harder you try without giving up, the more you will learn. You really can train your brain to be fit and strong and to keep stretching and growing throughout your whole life. Wow, what an amazing brain we have. But it's not always easy, is it? And sometimes, we talked about this last week, you do feel like giving up and we need a bit of encouragement. So I found some words that might help us if you feel that you need a bit of encouragement. The words are from a book in the Bible, and they're about a man called Joshua. And Joshua was a leader who had a very tricky job to do. He was leading God's people to a new land, and on the way he had to fight lots of battles. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And that's really helpful for us to remember, isn't it? That whatever we're doing, God is with us. And using our brain and helping it to grow, we can be more mindful, more kindful, and more peaceful, happy in what we're doing and knowing that we're helping other people as well. So enjoy this last week of home learning, or if you're coming into school, enjoy your last week with us in school, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.